Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm at the movie premiere, actually kind of backstage with my buddy.
Who'd have thought we'd be at the bar?
My buddy Jim. Where the real guys hang out? At the
bar. CD's proof I do leave 5 miles.
That's hard to believe. So we just did a big long video. If you're just joining us now, you can probably go back to the page and watch the archived part of playing live at the Token Lounge with the movie video. And everybody is here. I'm going to try to walk over by the hallway and see if I can't get a little bit of the movie on the Facebook Live. So quietly, let me see if I turn this around. How do I turn this around? If I turn that around, it'll be easier for me to walk over here.
My picture of Travis City, I made enough money to buy an acoustic guitar, and my dad picked it out up in Travis City.
Cool, and I'm going to walk up and try to get a little of this online.
Playing guitar has always been my passion. When I quit playing with Question Mark and Stern, I told myself I would never quit playing. And then I have never quit playing. I just try to advance all the time because you can keep on
watching Facebook Live, you on the movie, and you live.
When I was about 19 years old, I was living out in Chicago. I had wanted to pursue music for my entire life, but I was kind of a coward and was kind of scared of actually doing it. One day I woke up and decided that I'd had enough. Since then, I've just been going full speed ahead.
The last time that I went out specifically to hear live music was about a year ago. I went to Shane Park to see Roy Ayers play. And it was a great concert. I just have not invested in a ticket to go back to Shane Park or go anywhere else, but that doesn't mean I don't enjoy live music.
We have with us in our studio Benny and the Jets.
Thinking about those early days of rock and roll. Back in the days of Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and of course this guy. Those early days of rock and roll. Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, and the big man. That's Domino! Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, and the big man. That's
I've studied classical guitar, I've studied jazz guitar, even that's not what I perform, but it's all part of what makes me who I am as a musician. Any career, if you're serious about it, you want to learn as many aspects of that career. If you want to be a guitar player, learn as much about the instrument as you can. History of the instrument, the technique of the instrument, what it can do. I taught guitar for a lot of years. I would tell my students, learn the basics, learn the rules, and once you learn the rules, break the rules. My father said to me 2 things. He said, if you be a guitar player, be the best one you can be. And the second thing is, no matter how good you think you are, always remember there's somebody better. I think that's good advice for anyone that's serious about being a musician.
On Saturdays, we each had like 10 to 15 students, or when I was trying to see what more students, that was like the thing between us. Back in the day, he was Saturday morning, I'd have a full schedule. I started at 9 in the morning, I went to 4 in the afternoon. My dad did the same. All these rooms were filled with people taking lessons. And it used to be brutal because you know, they're not that soundproof. And so, like if you're here in this room teaching saxophone, there's someone here teaching, like, say, guitar or bass in that room, and then the next room over, and someone teaching trumpet. You'll hear the people put 4 rooms down playing, and so it got to be sometimes a little crazy. Like, by the end of the day, I'd come home, I'd be like, oh man.
Specifically to hear live music?
A few weeks ago, that's when I was home. In Iowa? Okay. Yeah. It was a local bluegrass band that my parents always listened to growing up. We can see how it plays.
Okay. How about the gentleman?
It's been a while since I went out specifically to hear live music. I would say 3 months, maybe. When I was living in New Orleans, and then you can't really avoid it.
To have a career in music, a person must know their trade. I'm a singer. Make sure your voice is at its peak, know how to take care of your voice, find out what kind of material you can make money singing. Become an expert at what you do. Be different also from anybody else doing it so you stand out. A musician can be different by exploring himself, by looking around and saying, okay, Joe's doing that, and Mary's doing that, and even though I love this, how can I make what I'm doing a little different from what they're doing? Whether it be the way you look, whether it be the repertoire of music you're choosing, how you sing the song or play the song. Don't try to copy anybody. Try to be as unique as you can. You can draw references from people, and you can have homage to people, but then make it your own.
Last time I actually saw a live band in a club was probably about 3 to 4 years ago. The reason that I just don't do it more often is sometimes I don't know about it. Most of the stuff for live music that I'll see will be in publications like Real Detroit or Metro Times, those kind of things where I'll see maybe a particular band advertised. I like 80s and 70s and 80s music. I'll see those bands that are doing that, but probably because I don't know about it or I don't know where a specific band or what type of music they're performing will be.
We were doing a gig with Chubby Checker, Ronnie Spector, Herman's Hermits. Lou Christie was on that one. Freddie Cannon might have been on that one. Benny the Jets was on that one. We always feel like we have this history with Chubby Checker because some of our first gigs were with Chubby Checker. But us and about 30,000 other bands probably say that same thing. I was backstage, had my arm around Ronnie Spector, and we were getting along real well. Chubby Checker comes in and grabs her and goes, "Oh, hell no." "Oh, hell no, this ain't happening." He was protecting her, or maybe protecting me.
I was born 1970. Benny was already on the scene back then. Benny's still bringing a crowd in. He's been able to make a business, make a living off of it, and that's a very tough thing to say for anybody trying to get in. When I was a young kid, I thought that's what I wanted to do. I had long perm hair, was going to be a rock and roll star. By the time we paid the sound guy and everything else, this money we were going to make, it cost every member of the band money to play that night.
Yeah.
I knew right away it was time for me to get out. So for him to still be doing it, keep food on the table, roof overhead, have a following, people don't realize what it takes, what kind of dedication and everything else to actually make a living at this, even though he's never made it big. He's trying to cut his beard, and then maybe a little dye.
It started about 8 months ago. We went to the Blackberry in Detroit off Grand River, and it was some type of jazz band, and they did like cover songs.
Approximately how often do you go to hear live music?
Not often. Maybe if there was more locations in the city, we would go often.
Wine. Now the plan for today is that the fabulous George Brothers are going to play a set, and I'll come out and do a little acoustic music. I'll do a up close and personal set, and then we're going to do a big grand finale. show up and get paid, but don't like hauling the equipment in and taking it in the next day and fixing what blew up and paying for that and dealing with the bar owner. Well, it's a bad night, I can't pay you. Drummer doesn't want to talk to the owner of the bar and negotiate his pay. He just wants his $50 and goes home.
Benny and the Jets band traveled thousands and thousands of miles with the band. He was truly part of the working band when we were doing it for a living and traveling around the world. Rick, if I asked you the first job that you ever played with Benny and the Jets, that would be your dad's bar in Wayne, Michigan, Michigan Avenue. That's a sad place to start things out. You remember being in Atlanta, Georgia with Question Mark? What a great gig. I remember on a tour bus from Flint, Michigan, all the way to Atlanta, with dogs and cats, children, tacos. The bus broke down on the expressway. You guys didn't sit on the side of the road? Side of the road with all the kids and dogs and cats.
We're talking about the kind of catch-22 when a band wants to get paid to play an event, yet the promoter or the club has to balance the ability of what the band can bring to the event. And a band may want $1,000. Don was telling us about a story about one of the bands he was trying to promote, wanted $1,500 for an event. And it's probably fair. Guys bought instruments that cost thousands of dollars and they practiced all their lives, yet the return, it's hard for that band to bring other people.
That band's got to bring in the money, and it's, you know, and so we had offered them to give them $3,000 worth of tickets to sell. And they said, oh, we don't know that many people.
Yeah, we're not afraid to ask for $1,500, but we're sure we can't generate
so it's really a little bit of both. It's the promoter and the bar have to be able to promote the band, but the band has to build a following.
Or be able to
deliver. So that way you've got both things going. If you don't have the band being able to say, hey, we're worth $1,500.
To justify the price.
Here's the money coming in because we know that when you open your bar up that day, we're going to have people standing in line to come in to hear us.
And they justify their price. They can easily charge $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. But if they can't deliver,
and the bars want to pay it because they want that bar. I mean, let's face it, everybody's in business to make money. And the band, as well as the bar, as well as the promoter. And everybody's got to be responsible to each other. And if the promoter's out there booking bands that aren't pulling people in, then he's not doing or she's not doing their job by telling the bands how to get the people to listen to them. You know, do we do a better video to be able to show them? Do we get there? Do you need a little bit more stage presence?
Networking.
Networking.
It just really becomes a catch-22 from the promoter to the band to the bass players just trying to make $50.
Just trying to put food on the table.
We're talking about rock and roll. We're talking about working musicians, and we see guys like Kid Rock on the front page, and it says 10 years, the son of Detroit, concerts and touring and happening in Detroit. From the Detroit News, we open up the center section, and there's a nice, oh man, a nice impressive big double spread that talks about all the different events Kid Rock's done over the years. And then we turn the page to the average working guys. And it tells a little story about Benny and the Jets, but it says 20 years. Yeah, Benny and the Jets celebrated 20 years of playing the little game out there in West Lake, Michigan. Why do we travel around the country on the weekends? We come back to our little Tuesday night gig, and 1 week leads to a month, leads to a year, leads to 3 years, leads to 5 years. I really believe that this is one of the longest running gigs in America, maybe in the world. New York, LA, London. Bands don't last 20 years, let alone clubs last 20 years, let alone ongoing events. It's a real special thing. And even though Kid Rock's on the front page, we at least sneak into the back section.
I remember Benny playing there. Woohoo! You closed up another bar, man.
Well, unfortunately, because I happen to be at a nursing facility, rehab, recovering from cancer and cancer-free, I'm happy to say. We have live music practically every week. Beyond that, on the times when I've been able, I've gone, most recently, see my favorite guy.
Pretty cool, man. Making a movie, watching a movie. Bobby Balderrama, question mark, and the Mysterians. The Nothing But Music movie at the Token Lounge. Pretty exciting so far.
It's great. I just love watching it. It's just
Pretty exciting.
so informative.
My battery's going dead. So even though people are watching, I'm going to sign off, and people are going to have to get a copy of the movie or go to a movie theater or see it somewhere. Nothing But Music movie. They also got a Facebook page. There'll be some stuff over there for Nothing But Music movie. You got your animated TV show going, right? How do they find that?
Talk Music USA
on Facebook.
It's on Facebook, and I got it's talkmusicusa.com too.
Okay, well, that's the good life. Thank everybody for being here, and I've been doing Facebook Live every Thursday from the Redford Moose. So if anybody's watching on Facebook, tune in on Thursdays about 10:30 in the evening and do some stuff there. And hope to see everybody again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
And I might even say maybe one of the most successful bands in the world never to have made it. So the question is never, you never had a million selling record. You got locally